Nobody would, let's be honest. So let's go to the Bay. Game 5, the Mavs are 3-0 this postseason when facing elimination. Let's see what they got. The Warriors have not lost at home this postseason. And there's Luka getting ready, 4:25 left in the first. With Dallas trailing by 4. Luka trying to go to work in the paint. Turning it over. Picked by Steph Curry. Going the other way, Klay Thompson. And if he's open for 3, forget about it. Warriors leading up early. Mavs now down 4 later in the quarter. Draymond there to block Doncic. 6 points, 2 of 10 shooting for Doncic in the first. That's not good. 8 missed shots is tied for the most misses in any quarter for his career. So that's significant. Golden State now up 10, under 8 to play. Thompson, hot. A little shimmy from him as well. We see him doing that in that commercial. 19 first half points for Klay. Curry driving. Moses Moody nailing the triple. Get the crowd fired up. They're now up 18. They can smell it. They can taste it. Under 3 to play in the half. Full. Putting the skates on Doncic for the easy lay-in. You'll hear from Tim Legler about his defensive performance. Kind of gets left in the dust with the blow-by there. Doncic lowest scoring half in his playoff career as well, so couldn't get done on either end of the floor. Let's go to the third. The struggles would continue for the young phenom. Working in the post. The shot attempt rims out. Now we're going the other way. Transition. Look at Draymond. Oh, no. Not even a hand in the face for Klay. Warriors up 21. Doncic clearly frustrated. I'm taking out on the seat. And that would get Luka going, though, actually. Mavs down 19, 3 minutes to play in the quarter. Step back. We've seen this from him all season. It's a 16-point game. Now, if I'm giving you those numbers, that means the lead is starting to shrink off the screen. That's going to work. That's for 3, 13-point game. A couple possessions later, Doncic using the right hand, stepping inside. 10 points, assist during that run. A 15-2 run for Dallas. It's a 10-point game after 3. But the Warriors, they have that championship pedigree for a reason. Always find the open man. Steph on the sidelines, he's feeling it. Doncic trying to keep them in it, but the step back for 3, that's going to work. 28 points, 9 rebounds, 6 assists. But he only shot 10 of 28, so not a great percentage. Looney with another offensive board. Thompson with another 3. He was 8 from 16 from beyond the arc. He had 32. And then Wiggins finds the green-eyed assassin. Curry, 15 points, 9 assists. The Warriors are going back to the finals. They take the series 4-1. Klay Thompson and George Sedano. Talk to me.
You're going back to the NBA Finals for the 6th time. How does it feel?
Man, you're going to make me emotional, man. It's just hard to put into words, man. Like, I dreamt of this day during some dog days. And to be here, I'm so thankful for our squad, man. They started the season so incredibly well, allowed us to finish out strong, and we are 4 wins away from a championship. I just can't believe it. It's a moment I'm going to revel in tonight. But as soon as Game 6 for that series starts tomorrow, it's time to flip the switch.
What an incredible night for you. How were you feeling out there when that was going down?
I felt great. Just getting rest in your own bed, waking up to the beautiful Bay Area. I felt amazing. I should have had like 10. I left some on the board, but whatever. I mean, I'm just grateful, man. This is unbelievable. I know it's not the big one, but to get there, wow, it's so exciting.
All right, so the Warriors are the 4th different franchise in NBA history to make 6 finals trips in an 8-year span. The Celtics made 10 straight in the 50s and 60s. The Lakers did it in the 60s and again in the 80s. Most recently, the 90s Bulls dynasty with Jordan and Pippen. All right, for more on Game 5, we welcome in our NBA veteran analyst, Tim Legler. Tim, 6 finals in 8 years for the Warriors, but I want to talk about Klay Thompson. What role did he play in the Warriors series clincher Thursday night?
Well, I tell you, Max, when I first saw Klay Thompson come back from his injury and that long break away from the game, and I saw him move well. I saw him elevate and dunk in that game, if you recall, against Chicago. I knew right then Golden State was going to be my favorite to win it all. I just needed to see him back to full health, and this is why. He brings an element to their team that I think makes them unbeatable offensively, because Klay Thompson heats up at a level unlike, I think, not just anybody on the Warriors, I think unlike anybody in the NBA. When he gets going, the manner in which he does it makes them impossible to guard because it is so quick with what he does, so decisive. He rarely has to put the ball on the floor. He gets it off quickly. He's efficient. He makes the defense have to extend and communicate to guard him. It's going to free up things for other people. I just think he is the linchpin for everything they do offensively. And Dallas made some mistakes early in this game that allowed Klay Thompson to get some clean looks. And for a shooter, if you get some clean ones early in the game to go, it's going to be a very long night for the defense. And I thought Klay Thompson was the one guy that found his rhythm early and maintained it throughout the game.
All right, let's talk about on the other side of the floor. As for Luka and the Mavs, what needs to be addressed this offseason?
Well, I think one big thing, and this has got to be a challenge for the organization to Luka Doncic, and I think one thing, as great as he is offensively, and I honestly believe Luka Doncic has a chance to be one of the greatest offensive players this league has ever seen, and I mean that. But he has to be willing to lay it on the line a little bit more defensively. Not a little bit more, a lot more. And Jason Kidd and the front office, they've got to be able to challenge Luka Doncic and let him know that his effort sets the tone for them. And I understand, sometimes defensive issues individually can be physical limitations, but sometimes it can be a lack of regard. And I think Luka Doncic has a lack of regard for that end of the floor. His effort getting back in transition, his effort containing the basketball when it's in front of him. He masks some of it because he's a great defensive rebounder. But I think if you want to get into that category of a Giannis Antetokounmpo, of a LeBron James, you want to be a guy like that, then you've got to lay it on the line on both ends of the floor and set the tone for your teammates that you are willing to put some skin on the floor. And I think Luka Doncic has to be challenged in that way because he is so good offensively. But I do not think they can win unless he takes that step forward with the effort part of the game, particularly defensively and defensive transition, Max. I just think it's a challenge that has to be issued to him because he has a chance to be one of the all-time greats. But that only comes if you win, and they are not going to win unless Luka Doncic sets the tone on that end of the floor and takes that responsibility seriously.
10 for 28 on the offensive end of the floor as well. We now wait for the results of Game 6 between Heat and Celtics, a game you could see Friday night, 8:30, right here on ESPN.